Hi, I'm Shauna Fishhaber with VA Disability Group. Today we'll be discussing the additional state benefits for Wyoming veterans who have a 100% rating with the VA, as well as a few other benefits that veterans should be aware of. We understand that navigating all the available options can be overwhelming, and we hope this information will help simplify that process and point you in the right direction to take advantage of these benefits. Visit our website where we'll have more detailed information regarding eligibility and application processes. We'll have that link in the description box below. Wyoming has one state veterans home in Buffalo. Eligibility is based on clinical need and setting availability. Each state establishes its own eligibility and admission criteria for its homes. To be eligible, you must be a resident with a valid Wyoming address at the time of application. If you've lived in the state for under a year, you must declare intent to reside in Wyoming permanently or indefinitely. You cannot be in transit state or indicate temporary or seasonal residency. There's no minimum age for veterans, providing they need domiciliary care and are unable to make a living. Veterans have first priority, followed by veteran spouses, who have second priority. Non-veterans are admitted under special provisions. We recommend that you talk with a VA social worker near you about eligibility requirements and to create a payment plan. Wyoming has one national cemetery and one state cemetery. National burial benefits include a grave site in any of the VA national cemeteries with available space, opening and closing of the grave, perpetual care, a government headstone, marker, or medallion, a burial flag, and a presidential memorial certificate at no cost to the family. Burial benefits are available for spouses and dependents as well. Keep in mind that state cemeteries eligibility is similar to national cemeteries, but may include residency requirements. There are no individual income taxes in Wyoming. Distributions received from the Thrift Savings Plan are not taxed. A $3,000 reduction in the assessed value of your home or vehicle licensing fee is available for veterans who qualify. To be eligible, you must have been a resident of the state of Wyoming for 3 consecutive years before applying. If you have active duty service in any branch of service during World War II, the Korean War, or the Vietnam War, you will qualify. You will also qualify if you served overseas during an armed conflict and received an Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal or equivalent. Disabled veterans with a compensable service-connected disability with the VA are eligible, and the surviving spouse of a qualifying veteran who resided in Wyoming and has not remarried will also qualify. Apply at your county assessor's office between January 1st and the 4th Monday in May each year. Once you provide the necessary documentation to establish your initial eligibility, you can call the assessor's office during this time period and renew your exemption each year. If you do not use the exemption on a property, it may be applied to a vehicle's licensing fee. It cannot be applied to the sales tax on a vehicle. More than one vehicle can apply, but the total exemption cannot exceed $90. The vehicles must be titled to the veteran before qualifying. Leased vehicles do not qualify. We recommend that you consult the local assessor's office for detailed requirements regarding these exemptions. If you're a veteran in Wyoming, you can get specialty plates through the Department of Transportation. These plates are handled by WYDOT and your county's treasurer's office. Some plates need approval from the treasurer before you apply to WYDOT. Also, some plates require an extra fee with your application. Each plate has its own rules and documents that you'll need. For the former POW plate, there are no fees for the first plate, but you pay registration fees. To receive the Pearl Harbor Survivor plate, you will need to provide proof of the award. There is no plate fee, just registration fees. For the disabled veteran plate, if you're a resident with a 50% or higher rating, it's free and there are no registration fees. Apply through your local treasurer. If you're in the Wyoming Army or Air National Guard, you can get a plate with no plate fee, but you will pay the registration fees. If you're a resident with proof of a Purple Heart, the plate will be free. Apply through your local treasurer. To receive a veteran's plate, you will need to provide your DD-214 and pay a $50 fee. If you're a surviving spouse, grandparent, child, parent, or sibling, Gold Star plates are free. You need proof of relationship to the veteran and a death certificate. Remember, new plate designs are coming in 2025, and your current plates will expire then, so you'll need to reapply and pay fees again. If you're in Wyoming and need emergency help due to your military service, the Wyoming Military Assistance Trust Fund is here for you. It gives aid to military members and their families facing financial struggles because of active duty service. This includes Wyoming National Guard members and their dependents, as well as those from reserve units based in Wyoming. Even if you're a Wyoming resident serving elsewhere, you're eligible. The fund also helps cover dependent care costs during drill periods for certain National Guard members. Completed applications can be sent to the Soldier and Family Support Office of the Wyoming Military Department in Cheyenne. We have a link to the application and the address at the link on our website in the description box. If you're a veteran in Wyoming, the Employment and Training Workforce Centers can help you find work and training. They give priority service to veterans. Staff at these centers offer career advice, help with job searches and resumes, skills assessments, and more. Veterans and eligible spouses get first dibs on services, job alerts, and training referrals. The Wyoming Veterans Hiring Preference in State Employment offers advantages to eligible veterans and their surviving spouses when applying to state positions. Veterans and surviving spouses can receive a 5% advantage when a numerical scoring system is used. Disabled veterans receive a 10% advantage. Even if there's no scoring system, you still get an advantage equivalent to the numerical one. To qualify, you need to have lived in Wyoming for a year before applying and be a veteran with an honorable discharge. Disabled veterans with a 10% or higher service-connected disability get the 10% advantage. Surviving spouses who get federal survivor benefits and were married to a veteran when they passed away are also eligible. Keep in mind that this preference is for new hires only. Wyoming offers a variety of educational benefits to resident veterans and their dependents. It's important to note that state educational benefits can often be used in conjunction with the national educational benefits, such as the DEA program. If you're interested in learning more about the DEA program, check out our national benefits video. Wyoming provides free tuition to veterans for up to a total of 8 semesters of study within an 8-year period at Wyoming community colleges or the University of Wyoming. Surviving spouses and dependent children are also eligible for this benefit if the military member died in combat. This program is administered by the Community College Commission. To be eligible, veterans must have been a resident of Wyoming for at least 1 year prior to entering active duty service. You must have received an honorable discharge and were awarded an Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal or another authorized service or campaign medal indicating you served during any armed conflict in a foreign country. The surviving spouse or child of a service member is eligible if the service member died while serving on active duty. Children are eligible if they are under 22 years of age when their service member parent died. Contact the military liaison at the institution you plan to attend for more information on how to apply. Wyoming will pay the matriculation fees and tuition at a university, community college, or vocational training institution in Wyoming for the children and spouse of a Wyoming National Guard service member who dies or is permanently and totally disabled while serving on state active duty or authorized training. For more information, students should contact the admissions office at the educational institution you plan to attend. Wyoming offers several hunting and fishing licensing benefits to veterans. I will just touch on them briefly, but the link in the description box below will provide links to applications and processes to apply. Any active duty members or honorably discharged veterans are exempt from the firearms safety portion of the hunting licensing procedure. Wyoming resident veterans with at least a 50% disability can get a free lifetime fishing license. Wyoming resident veterans with a 100% VA disability can get a lifetime game bird, small game, and fishing license for free. To be eligible, you must be a resident of Wyoming, have an honorable discharge, and have a 100% service-connected disability with the VA. To apply, complete the application form and provide proof of residency and of your VA rating. Licenses are only issued at the headquarters in Cheyenne or at Wyoming Game and Fish Department regional offices. Applications can also be mailed to any of the regional offices or the headquarters office. Any active duty service member that is a Wyoming resident deployed to a combat zone and is home on leave can get a free resident hunting license. The license is for general elk, general deer, game bird, small game, and daily fishing license. Any active duty member stationed in Wyoming for at least 90 days can get hunting and fishing licenses at the resident rate. A free license can be issued to any veteran at a VA hospital in Wyoming, the Wyoming Department of Health, or the Wyoming Department of Family Services. If you receive this license, you must fish under the direct control of the institution. Any Wyoming veteran who is 65 or older and has lived in Wyoming for 30 or more continuous years can receive a Pioneer bird, small game, and fishing license for free. If you're a Wyoming veteran with a 50% or higher service-connected disability, you can get a free lifetime veterans permit. This permit lets you and everyone in your vehicle visit state historic sites and use Wyoming state parks, recreation areas, and campgrounds for free. It stays valid as long as you live in Wyoming. You can apply online, in person, by email, or by mail. You will need to complete the application and provide proof of residency and proof of disability, such as a summary of benefits letter. If you're a veteran in Carbon, Sweetwater, Lincoln, Sublette, Teton, or Park County, the Wyoming Veterans Commission got a grant to help you out. The purpose of the HRTP grant is to help make it easier for veterans to travel to health care, especially if you live in rural areas where it's tough to reach. They offer innovative transportation services to get you to and from VA health facilities and other care providers. If you're in need of transportation assistance in these areas, we will have contact information for the coordinator on our website. Legal Aid of Wyoming is a statewide nonprofit organization that provides high-quality civil legal services to eligible individuals. LAW conducts law nights for veterans so they are not left alone trying to figure out how to manage a civil law issue. Again, we'll have that contact information on our website. Thank you for joining me to discuss the ancillary benefits for Wyoming veterans. Check the description box below for a link to the Wyoming State Benefits page on our website. While you're there, take a look around to see the other resources we have available. Leave a comment on this video if you have any questions or if it's helpful. And let us know what other content would be helpful for veterans seeking VA benefits. Thanks. Have a good one.